Hi students! So now that we are starting our new project, remember that it's called Minimal Subtractive Process Bas Relief. So now that we're starting that, I wanted to record this quick video mainly for the students who are absent on the day that we start sketching out, because if you miss this instruction, you're kind of lost. You end up doing something that is not going to be approved. And so I am recording this so that they can listen to it. I'll go ahead and put it in the actual assignment on Canvas, and that way if they come back the day after we watch this together in class, they can go in and watch it and they don't completely miss the instruction. But this is important because I want you to do something on this project. So now that we've learned all these techniques and we've done a bas relief, a pretty simple one, low, sunken and high, now we're going to learn about the minimal subtractive process, kind of like we did in that video. So in order to come up with a design, I want you to push yourself. And those of you, some of you have already done some pushing, you challenge. What I mean by pushing, challenging yourself to do something that is kind of complex, and you are able to, there's a lot of issues and problems to tackle, like cracks, when your piece starts cracking over a little bit and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I fix that? And you're able to recover and fix those issues that are happening. That means you're challenging yourself. Okay. That means that you are, you're improving as an artist. And so art is graded different than other subjects. It's kind of like, okay, let's say you're in math class and you have to solve a math problem, but you do the multiplication wrong, you add wrong, you miss a step, right? You're going to get the answer wrong. And what is going to happen? You're going to miss that, right? You're going to have it marked wrong. You're going to miss points on the grade. Same with art. That's how art is graded. It's just, if you do not carve in the correct stage, the stage that I taught you to carve into, I still see people carving in the plastic stage. I don't know how many times we've gone over this. So it's like that. You're solving the math problem wrong. You're skipping a step. So if you can't wait, if you have no patience and you can't wait until it is the late stage of leather hard to do your carving, I will know, because I can see it looks sloppy and messy. I can tell when you are carving. And so those points, I'm taking points off. Okay, because you've been taught these skills, but you're not doing them correctly. So if you're missing steps, you're not learning the stages of clay, you're not paying attention in class, you're doing things that you're not scoring and slipping, and your pieces are falling apart. Some of you did that on your coil pot, and you get a deduction, huge deduction for those of you that did that and yours fell apart. So that's an example of how art is graded. And so I just want you to improve upon your skills and do this last piece really, really, really well. Learn from all of your mistakes before. Okay? So I have resource books in the classroom. I just grabbed a bunch of them that I have, and that I had in the classroom. And like this one is African Designs. All kinds. Please don't, these are, okay, these are like see-through pages. So please, if you use this, don't tear my pages out, please. Don't tear my pages out. But if you can use these to look through if you would like, and then sketch if you wanted to. You can go ahead and sketch some designs out. Like this one is, this one right here would work for this project, because for this project you have to have overlapping areas. This has plenty of overlapping areas. All of these lines here would be underneath the flower. They're all kind of overlapping each other. This flower's overlapping this section. Something like this would definitely work for this assignment. Let me show you one that won't work. this will not work. There's not much overlapping really. It's very simple. There's a little bit of overlapping in here, but it's not. I would not approve this. I'm not approving this. I would approve this. Okay. Let me look. I'm just going to give you some ideas here, you guys. Okay, this one, cute design, but I'm not approving that. Okay. Not enough overlapping. Okay. This, if I were teaching 5th grade, okay, I taught plenty of elementary school, and I use these with them, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. If I taught 5th grade, I would let you do this. You are not in 5th grade. Okay, so I'm not gonna approve that because I want you to push yourself and do something a little bit more difficult. This picture, okay, this is Japanese culture. This picture, if somebody actually had that drawn out, that would work because it's got overlapping on her hair, all of this stuff behind. There's a lot of overlapping with the flowers and things like that. This would be approved, okay? Here's a Greek mythology. You could find there's all kinds of cool stuff in here, you guys. So if you wanted to base yours on like some Greek mythological pictures or something like that, and you're a fairly decent drawer, you could do something like that. There's some cool bas relief stuff in here, actually. I found, like, here's a Greeks did tons of bas relief. So this is a good resource. Greece, stuff from Greece. This front cover right here would work. See all the overlapping of the hair going in front of the face? There's overlapping with the clothing, and the arm is in front of the body. I mean, this would be a good one. Something like that, okay? So we are not doing this. I love you, but we're not doing hearts. Okay, I'm not doing hearts. We're not doing soccer balls. We're not gonna do a football because you're in football and you love football. We're not gonna do a football like that. That's not, come on, y'all. Okay, we're not doing that. So if you want to create a design, find a resource first. I have plenty of books and things you can look through. And sketch it out. It has to be sketched out. Don't show me a picture. I don't want to see a picture in a book. Don't call me over to your table and say, Mrs. Olds, can I do this? I'm just going to walk away. I want to see that you can draw it. Does that make sense? I want to see that you can draw it. Okay? I want to see your drawing, not the book. Okay? So if I want to, I'm just going to do something. Okay, watch. I'm just going to draw something really quickly. If I don't want to use a resource book and I'm a fairly decent drawer, you know, and I just want to, some of you, there's a lot of you in this class that take other art classes, and you're pretty decent drawers. So what I'm doing is going to, I hope I don't knock this down. I think I'm going to do this, y'all. I'm going to show you something because I want you to see what I'm doing. But I'm just going to sketch it out and create a design. I'm going to work you through this, okay? Let's say I look through all the books, I can't find anything I like. So I decide, okay, I'm going to make my own. So I'm going to do nature. I'm just going to do flowers, leaves, whatever I come up with. So I drew this stem and I drew this leaf looking shape here. I'm thinking of, I have a peace lily in my kitchen, so I'm thinking peace lily. Okay. And so I'm going to do this one right here is overlapping the other one, okay? And then maybe I want to have another overlapping area. Okay, so overlapping, this was in front, this is behind, that one's peeking behind, okay? I can do that with leaves too, like here's a leaf here, maybe the other one is behind it, back in here, okay? Like that, one's in front of the other, okay? See? And then I'm going to come up with like maybe another one popping here, go up like this, okay? So I've got my shape, and then I need to do an overlap, so then I could just do something like that for the overlap. Maybe another section is coming up like that. So there's some overlapping there. Maybe I want to do just like some grass coming up in the back. And I'm just going to go over that one line. Okay, so that's going to create some cool stuff, but right now they're all side by side. I need to do overlapping, right? So then maybe I want to, I'll just face it towards you. I can draw upside down, I guess. So then I can have a piece of grass. This will be kind of cool if I have one. It's kind of behind there. You see? So that's some good, that would be some good overlapping. Or I can press down right here, press down right there. What if I even had one coming, let's see, that's on it. Okay, let me do it this way. What if I had one coming like this and going behind? Something like that, okay? Okay, oh wait, it would show up right there too. Okay, so that could be another one. Since that one's farther away, those of you drawers, and people that are in my painting class, you know this. But farther away means it would be darker for perspective reasons. So, you know, you could even just, I'm just scribbling in there right now, just so I remember myself that that's a darker one. This one's farther away, so it could be a darker too, but can you, but also if you just shade them in like this, you'll just be able to, I will be able to tell too when I'm looking at it what your plan is. So I could have darker shades of green, you know, whatever. But this would not be a bad option here. I could also make this go off the page. I think that would be cool if it were actually off the page instead of on the page. Some of you are scared of your borders. Don't be scared of the borders. Okay, this would go off the page too, so I could draw a line here. And what I mean by off the page is this is my tile. This is my tile, and then this just goes off. It can either extend out, or if you feel like that's too dangerous, you could just chop it off, you know, and not have it. And it would be just like that. But this sort of design would be an okay design. If you have already taken, okay, there are a few of you that are accomplished. There's a few of you that are actually going to art school. You're seniors and you already accepted to an art school, okay? If that's you, I will probably, if you don't already choose something a little bit more difficult, I will probably push you to do something difficult, okay? Because you're capable. So it depends on your capabilities. You know, we have all different levels in here. We have seniors that have taken art all 4 years. We have seniors that are getting an art credit because they need it, and their counselor said, you have to take an art credit. And you're like, ceramics. And you're just struggling. You're barely passing my class. You know. We've got, you know, sophomores that are interested in taking more art. We've got juniors that have been, you know, taking art for a couple of years and are kind of in the mid-range. I mean, you know, we have all kinds of artists in this classroom. You don't have to be the best drawer. Don't freak out about this. Just do your best, you know. I can help you. If you're trying to figure out how to do some overlapping, I can help you. Don't freak out, okay? But just try. But I want this last piece to be cool. I want it to be really cool. Here's the thing. I had just thought about this just like a few seconds ago. So I think I'm just going to throw it out. If you are taking my Ceramics 2 class, okay? Ceramics 2 class. If this is not completed before, if this is not completed in time to get it fired, okay, I am going to let you keep working on it as long as you want to. You just don't let it dry. You just keep working on it. Even like the, you know, couple days, well, the day before finals will be a review day, but even like the Monday of that week before finals, if you still want to keep working on it, you can, and then you can cover it over the holiday break really, really, really good, and you can finish it up in January. if you're taking ceramics 2, okay? If you're not taking ceramics 2, those students have to finish it. You're getting it done, okay? And when we do our final little critique on them, we'll critique the ceramics 2 students who are staying with me. We'll critique what you've got, basically, you know, what you've accomplished, and the other students, your completed piece, okay? The requirements will be different for both because some of you are moving on with me. So I want you to work a little bit, you know, with more detail, basically, and have a little bit more time. Okay, so I wanted to throw that out. But I hope this helps me just like sketching and planning and like thinking through. I always learned as an artist by having my instructors just kind of like sit down and explain stuff to me like this. It's hard to just kind of, you know, here, draw this, make some overlapping, you know. So I thought it would be easier to just explain it to you like this. Hopefully this helps. Use my resource books. I'm actually filming in, sorry, my little social thing is falling. I'm actually filming in the, this is like the server room. So that's like all the server stuff, but it's across the hall from you guys. But all these books that I grabbed, they came from that classroom that you're sitting in right in front of you, you know. So you can use any of these books that I have. I have ceramic, I have pottery making illustrated books. Who knows? You might find some ideas in here, but there's some cool stuff. Maybe. I don't know. An idea that could relate to something else. Like, see that? I just flipped through there. That's kind of cool. If you added more background, like leaves, he's crawling on a bunch of leaves and he had a bunch of stuff in the background. That one might kind of work. But anyway, okay. This video is 17 minutes long. I'm not going to make it any longer, but it's important that you watch it. So that's why I recorded it. Okay. So have fun coming up with your ideas. I hope they're some good ones, and feel free to ask for help. Thank you.